under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Julie.
Howdy. Well, I've met some of you, and some of you haven't met, so I'm Rick Mark. I'm the new district chair. Be kind to me, because I'm small. I just want to thank you for all coming. We're redundancy, but I know what it is when you have a family giving up a night, and somehow that promise of just an hour a week, it was. I got my hour. I always got my hour, so but they didn't mean that. That was the minimum. So again, thank you for all coming tonight and taking another night out of the week. But I also want to thank you for all you've done for scouting. We've gone through some tough years. The fee increases really killed our troop. We've been through all the bad publicity regarding the bankruptcy case and everything that went with it. And right now, I can't say we have a really friendly, I think we get a lot of support for people, but in the press, we're not a popular group, so at least my read, I guess. So you've been working under adverse conditions, but you've maintained that commitment to the next generation that's going to lead our country, and for that's why it's important we recognize individuals for what they've done for scouting. So I'm going to keep it short. If I ever talk too long, I was always good in dodgeball, just do something like this. But I always will try to keep things short for everyone. So again, thank you very much.
And next we have Jeff Schneider, who's our training chair, to give out some of our Unit Scout awards.
I want to thank everybody for showing up. And if you notice, you guys already enjoyed some of the refreshments already. But on this table over here afterwards or throughout the evening after we get done, and there are actually some more awards. If you guys want to know more about awards, there's a table that actually shows you the knots you can earn or other awards yet over there at the leadership. And continue looking that up on the internet at the council, Simon Kent Council, or the national website. They'll actually show you the applications and so forth you can download and pass on. And especially promote it into the units and packs who have actually doing their jobs and actually completing some of this awards, but they don't realize there's awards out there. So pass the information along as you go. First one we're going to actually introduce is the Unit Leader Award of Merit. And this is where the unit leaders actually pick a unit, an adult leader out of their unit as a person outstanding. Would help me out on this one? But overall, the unit leader is the one who actually oversees and chose these leaders who actually earned the Unit Leader Award of Merit. And our first one will be Toby by Nicky? Toby. Is Toby here? Does anybody know who Toby is? Reason why, anytime I don't have a person represented here, I like to see if somebody else knows him so they can give us a brief history about him. So in this next one, so Toby will get his later. Next one will be, if he goes by a nickname, I don't have it down yet, but I've got down here, if I pronounce it right, Thomas Natasowski.
Maybe close.
What's your nickname? TJ, that's what it is. Congratulations, and before you leave, I love to put people in front of groups, and I like to hear share me a short story. What's a favorite thing or something you remember really sticks out in your mind you did for your unit? Share with us.
So my unit,
You know, there's a lot of things out there. Just share one of these. I always like to hear about you guys. Tell me about last weekend. If you can't think of
this
one.
past week,
Yeah, how
was
was
it with you? Mike was there too, somehow. No, my unit just loves to go camping, do different things. We like to camp. My youth can not start a fire with matches to save their life, but you give them flint and steel and they're perfectly fine.
it? All right, thank you. Next one, within the unit level, we have participation patches over here, which is scouting for food. We do have Troop 1050 Boys Troop. We have a representative here. 1050 Boys Troop. All right. And how about 3106, which is probably Pack 3106. Let's try one more. How about Troop 7071 Girls Troop? I believe.
I can get it to you.
Come on up here. That's it from Athens. Thank you. How's that girls troop doing down there?
Well, they're probably as big, maybe bigger than the Force Group. They
Okay.
should have their lunch team within a year or so.
Sounds good.
She's working.
Sounds good. Thank you. Next, we're going to actually give out awards, what we call the Veterans Award. Veterans Award is recognizing scout leaders who've been every 5 years, 20 years, 25 years, 50 years, giving service to the troop itself or maybe a district, actually as a registered member of the scouting program. So at this time, we'd like to recognize, is it Haley Rock?
I can do it, too.
Haley Rock, 5 years of veteran. Would you like to speak about her?
She's our new Cub Master for Pack 3057 in Hanover.
All right.
See, I'll make sure.
You can pick it up later. How about Brandon Birch? 5 year veteran.
He's the new Assistant Cub Master
For the same group.
for the same
right?
pack. Yeah.
All right. How about Zachary Ballas? B-A-L-A-S. 5 year veteran. Maybe we're going to have to add a troop number so I can add a troop number. All right. How about Pack 41 Kennedy? Would you like to represent that? She has a 5 year veteran plan. How about a Howard Dewall? 20 year veteran plan.
20 years.
Yeah.
Johnny Cremians, Cremeans. Is that the pronunciation right? Yes. 25 years. He did. All right.
For those of you who don't know, Johnny Cremines got his eagle when he was 44 years old because when he was 18, his scoutmaster didn't know how to sign things and ended up not having his eagle board review until he turned 44, and we managed to get through national, get him a delayed eagle board review.
Wow. Thank you. Joseph Shalula, Pack 3098, 25 years veteran.
Wow.
Take that to you. Thank you. When you see him, pass the word on him. I'm interested to have a phone call.
Okay.
I got a lot of questions for that. Next one would be, my names. I always get them. I work with a lot of students and different names out there on buses and so forth. I work with them. How about Lucinda? Is it Poland? 25 years. You here to pick it up for me?
Yep.
Thank you. How about Philip Pierre? That's the next one too, which is 50 years.
Wow.
Thank you.
This started as a Cub Scout in Minneapolis. He was scouted, and he turns 80 years old next month. So.
Maybe next time you're gonna invite him up here so you can enjoy the next veterans. There you go. Thank you. Okay, at this time, we're going to actually go into the District Board of Merit.
So the District Board of Merit is for scouters who give outstanding service at the district level. There's only 1 to about every 25 units within the district. This year, we have 3 awards to give out. And I know for each of these volunteers, they give their time selflessly, and it does take a lot, as you all know, to put on this program for scouts, and we can't do it ourselves. Even just tonight, just getting here and making this happen, we all had to lean on each other. So I commend everyone for being here and these folks for getting these awards. So first, in this case specifically, we had a winner who couldn't be here because they are at an event with their child and had to call in another volunteer to be here for them. So our first person was Meredith Kennedy, and Kate Lieber is here to accept that award from her.
So Meredith did not know she was getting this award, and I want to give you a little bit of history about Meredith and the impact we have on Scouts when we don't realize that we are. I met her at the Wood Badge dinner in 2018, and all I did was I stood up there and I talked to her about community and what a great community we have. And she said the one thing that pulled her in, because she was looking at Kyle and she's like, I will have nothing to do with scouting. This is your thing. I will not do this. There is no way I'm doing this. These people are a little wacky. They're critters. And I said something about family. And I said, we're more than a community. We're a family. Whether you belong to, you're really tight with a campground, or you're tight with somebody, but we're a family. And she said, that hurt me. Because right then in her life, she needed it. And she said if it hadn't been for that, she would have been scouting. So when I heard through the grapevine she was getting this and she couldn't be here because her son had his first concert, she wrote something. I went to see her at Camp Campground. And so Meredith, she said, I am humbled and grateful for this opportunity. Scouting has done so much for my family that it only seems natural that I do what I can do to give back to this program. The award may have my name on it, but it belongs to everyone who's helped me in my scouting journey. Thank you, Mayor Bear. So on her behalf, I'd like to thank you all who recognized her, because it is a really big deal to get the district award from here.
All right, and our next winner is also part of our committee, and this may come as a bit of a surprise this evening, Mike Jennings. Woo-hoo.
rather short. Okay, this is why I do something. Well, I actually did bring my inspiration for scouting with me tonight. Abby, my daughter, is a Star Scout now. She started as a little brother down here, as a Wolf Scout and a Cub. So I never completed my Eagle journey, but I'm really hoping that I can see her through that. So this came as a complete surprise. It's hard to follow a speech from Mariner, but I don't think I deserve this yet. I think there are a lot more deserving people. I'll still graciously accept it, but I think there are a lot more deserving people in this room. I mean, you talk about people celebrating 50 years of scouting. So I'll accept it under the condition that this is something I'm going to live up to for the district. I just really appreciate the nomination. Thank you.
And our last winner this evening is Katie Sleenaker. Woo!
Yeah. So kind of like what everybody else has said, I had no idea that this was an award that I would be getting today. TJ, in fact, made me come. But I think, scouting has had such a huge impact in my family's life. My son is 17 and this last year. He's 2 mayor badges and a project away from Eagle. My daughter is 9, she's a bear. And we talk about the points of the scout wall and like the motto. I really think for me what scouting is the camaraderie. Like the camaraderie that we get, like the friends that we make, and everything that I have done, I haven't done it alone. I've done it with George and TJ and Mike, Dalton, and so I will kind of always try to do my best to make sure that I deserve this.
I know this is something that, but you said you didn't feel like you deserved it, but it's deserved more than you realize, and it's something that I know a little bit about each one of you and a lot about some of you, and even though you don't see it, it's something that other people do see. So keep up the good work, and you have, like Kate said, you have a family to call on if you need anybody. So with that, let's see, Adam, do you have some announcements for us? And congratulations to all 3 of our winners.
Yeah.
And for all the district board members, just remember that the only reason you got nominated is because others saw it. The past recipients of that are the ones that sit down, figure out of all the nominees who is the most deserving this year. There are plenty of others out there that you would pick for this year. I mean, just because you're like in 12 different minutes. Mike's working on getting quite a few more set up. So your work is amazing, and it's greatly appreciated, not just by us, but especially by the youth that you're serving. The announcements for today. Today was kind of a busy day as far as announcements go. So some of you may have seen, depending on how active you are on email and Facebook, the new Scout executive for 710 was announced. He's a former district exec, and so he'll be taking it over here pretty shortly. The national meeting is going on, and the big announcements that came out of that today were that the formal name of the organization will be changing from Scouts of America to Scouting America. That'll take effect next year. Then one that is probably going to cause the most discussion and angst among Scoutmasters is that trial program is going to begin next year, running for 1 year, and it will extend. We know that co-ed troops are going to be permitted. I saw that. All the same IPT is going to be required. There will be a requirement for female leadership as well as male leadership. All the same separations of campsites will be required. So it's done just about everywhere else in the civilized world. So we're just finally getting on. Registration for summer camp is open, still open. So make sure that your scouts have a place to go this year. Obviously, there's some folks in this room who really prefer that you went to Camp Falling Rock for summer camp. But there are hundreds of camps across the country that run great programs. Unless there are any questions, that's all I have.
Well, there's always one group that we seem to forget to thank, and that's the families, our families. You know, I'm here tonight, my wife baked the pie, so, not me. So it's very good, so hope if those who had it, it's very rich, hope you liked it. But yeah, they you know, let us go off, you know, more than that 1 hour a week I talked about. And so we can be there, weekend campouts, high adventure, summer camp. So they give up a lot of their together time with us. Now, if you're a spouse and you want to get rid of your, you know, your spouse for another night, we got a job for them. We can take them another night. But for you know, they give up so much. You give up so much of your time, you know, to scouting too. So, you know, make sure you're feeling appreciated also. So now we're going on to closing. This is an audience participation. Okay, so just follow the hand signature. May the great Scoutmaster of all the Scouts be with us until we meet again. Thank you. Safe travels, everyone.